Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, my greetings to you. I'm not a YouTuber, but I'm just being pushed to make this video call, which may result into maybe YouTube or Facebook or whatever social media. I'm not a YouTuber. I've never made a YouTube video, but I'm obligated to do this as a result of what's going on in Nigeria. When I think about it, first of all, colonization. Why are we colonized? Why did British colonize us? I keep on thinking. And what is colonization? And as you can see, colonization is sometimes actually seen as a negative act because it tends to involve in invading culture, establishing political control over an indigenous population. So why are we being colonized? And what is the justification for colonization? And does our colonizer ever paid price for doing this? Do they pay price for doing this? So I keep on thinking, why colonization? Then I saw three items: for God, for gold, and for glory. For God, in the sense that because the missionaries felt in their time that it's their moral duty to spread Christianity, and they believe a higher power from God will reward them for saving souls of colonial subjects. For gold, that is because colonizers will exploit resources of other countries in order to bolster their own economies. And for glory, it's now a competition within each country. How many land have acquired, how many people have colonized. It's not a competition within these different countries with each other. So why are we colonized? I kept on thinking, but do they pay the price? That's the question. Okay, now you colonize us. You agree to live. Why don't you live in peace? Why do you have to merge different ethnic groups together? Northern culture extremely different from the south, and you know that, but you choose to do that just to suppress the people further and to create fracas within them. Take for instance, in United Kingdom, the fracas between the Northern Ireland and the British, or within the Ireland and British is still there, and they are the same religion, the same Christian religion, only because one is Catholic, one is Protestant. The fracas is still there up to today. We now went further to merge the northern with another extreme religion, with the southerners with another religion, different culture, different tribes, different religion, different everything. But you said you have to merge them together. So, isn't kidnapping better than colonization? In the sense that, as it is happening in some area of the country, back home in Nigeria, if the kidnapper kidnap this group of people, at the end of the day, he released them after paying ransom. But he did not release them on condition that, no, as I'm releasing you, you must be living together. All of you, wherever you are, that I kidnap you, this is the condition for my release. When I release you, you must be living together in the same home. He did not give them this condition. But the British gave Nigerians this condition. For me to go, you people have to be living together. The northerners, the southerners, you must be living together. But we agree on this. How did this happen? How did our great grandfathers, how do they agree on this? Is it for their selfish purpose, or they are pushed or they are forced to do this? Can't we think? How did it happen? How did we agree? Despite knowing that we are completely of different ethnic background. How did we agree? How did we allow this? How did it happen? This is what I keep on thinking. But we agree. It could be based on our own selfish interest, based on our own personal interest. That is to say, in those years, the Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Tafawa Balewa, Nnamdi Azikiwe, they all agree this. Based on what reason? Is it based on the love they have for each other? Do they really love each other? Do they really want each other? Do we even sit ourselves down? Why do they agree on this? Or they agree because they are forced to agree? That's the only condition for the British to leave. Okay. They now left. We are on our own now. So let's think about it now. We are under British colony from 1914. Then we started our self-ruling from 1960. Has things been better for us? Has things changed for us? Do we even think? We now say democracy. Democracy in Nigeria. So is Nigeria one? That's the first question. Are we really one? That's the thing, what I've been thinking about. But I don't think so. I don't think we are really one. But unfortunately, it has taken a long time before we started realizing it. Southern governors. I read an article. I see on video, it's saying it's the next presidency would be in Nigeria. The next president should come to the south. Really? So it is now by selection, it's not by election. Where do you get that from? Because that is undemocratic. The next president should come from the south. That's undemocratic. But you know what you are doing? You know why you say that? You know it can only happen in that way if it is by selection, and that is not election. And you know by election, if there will be real democracy, you don't have the number in the south. Southerners are less than the northerners. Oh, we will borrow some votes from the northern state. Can you see yourself now? Do you understand yourself now? So you know you don't have a number to win the president if it's really democracy. So you are now forcing that the next president will be from the south. That is selection. Oh, so it means Nigeria has been selecting all the president, is not by election? Oh, that is what that's indication. It means it has been by selection. There has never been a real democracy in Nigeria. So I hope it's not too late for you to be realizing this. I hope it's not too late. Honestly speaking, I hope it's not too late. But what can you do? How can Southerners compete with the Northerners? When the Southerners have demonized their own culture, their own religion, their own language. You see in a house, you don't speak your own language to your children anymore. You don't want to speak Yoruba, don't want to speak Yoruba to their children anymore. They demonize language. They don't want to, you demonize your religion. Your religion is evil, is demonic, is devilish. Really? That is how low you have been. Northerners believe in many wives, and they have average of 12 children in the family. That's the family. Why Southerners believe in one man, one wife, and an average of 2 kids per family. Where are you going to get the number from this to win an election? Will still depends on them in borrowing some. Okay. That is where you can see that we are not one. It is legal for Fulanis and other Arabs to enter the country. No identification, nothing. Who will stop them from voting? Even the president claimed one time that the headman killing are not from Nigeria. Really? So you can be saying they are not from Nigeria? How did they get in? How? Through which border? And which identification paper do they use to wander around? Nothing. We need to interrogate our socialization process. Something is wrong. Akim Baba Ahmed, that is chairman of Northern Elders, wrong. He said they have the number to decide the Nigerian destiny. That is true. They have the number. And you know that. Our Obas know that. Our obis know that. Our Olus know that. Our traditional rulers, they all know that. Our governors knows that. Our politician knows that. That they not only have the number to decide Nigerian destiny. But you are thinking, we are one. Who is fooling who? It means the Southerners, the Southern governors, our Obas, our elites, they are fooling themselves. Because they know it doesn't work that way. The next thing is, who are our Obas ruling on? When your people are suffering, but you are only after a stipend you are getting from the government. You cannot speak out. You cannot say anything. How did you come low, so low in this way? How? How did it happen? And each political party are just playing with the destiny of Nigeria too. Oni of Ife says, and I quote, politicians playing with Nigerian like Ludo. They are all the same. Oni of Ife says, and I quote, we are building on a castle that is already a collapse. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. By the way, our population is growing very fast. We are producing graduates yearly without opportunities for a job. Is this not dangerous? Quoted by Oni of Ife. Oni of Ife, Kabiyesi, I can say you are learned. You are learned, but every of us are not. Nobody is helping no one. That is to say, everybody knows the reality at ground, but nobody can help. Nobody is helping. Nobody wants to talk because of how much, because of the small money getting from the government. The current system is anti-people. It doesn't work. But people should realize one thing: power is transcend. You come and live one day. What's your legacy? If your governance will focus on infrastructure and will not touch the life of the orange seller, pure water seller, it is immoral. It is immoral. Yes, the government sense of belonging to every citizen. You allocate millions for yourself, while millions dies of hunger. People have to fend for themselves. One way or the other, you see men turning into women because of it is working for them. Kidnappers, ritualists, every corner. Still, you don't get it that all this is as a result of the bad governance, means of fiscal federalism. Where did you copy your federalism and republic? From UK, from the United States? You people, you know the right thing. In UK, in America, in Canada, we have a federal police that is from federal. Then we have the state police. We have the locals, that is city police. But in Nigeria, You keep it as one in order to control. The Obas know this is wrong. The governors know this is wrong. The elites know this is wrong. But they keep it that way, just to be in control. Which country did you copy your governance structure and system? Which country is that? Your priority is wrong. Your priority is completely wrong. The means of fiscal federalism that you copy is wrong. The federal want to subdue the state want to subdue the local administration. Our priority over there is wrong as a nation. How do you get your data? The data for the growth of measuring the number of people is wrong. You measure the growth of life of people not by infrastructure. Who cares about Niger Bridge if people are hungry? Who cares about Kaduna to Abuja Railway if you cannot access the less privileged? What is the employment situation? How do you measure your data? How? Unemployment percentage without knowing who is employed, who is not employed. That is how they came about the data in abroad, because there is a way to apply for employment. So how many number of people apply for this month? You will check how it is dropping or if it is increasing. How do you know in Nigeria? You say Nigerian population is 200 million. How? Without birth and death registry. A orange seller on the street has no identity in government registry. Nobody knows when he was born, who born him, at what city. Is this governance? Without registering the aliens in the country, without accounting for the headers that enter the country, which data are you using to know how much the population of Nigeria? And the Obas and governors, the elites, they all agree for this, because all of you are the same. Everybody that has been governing Nigeria from independence, you are gang and kidnappers. Gang kidnappers, because you kidnap people. It's kidnapping. There's no difference, because you have the means of weapons. People must not talk. That is kidnapping. Force ruling. People are hungry but they cannot talk. That is kidnapping. That is force ruling. The kidnapping starts from the government. The kidnapping starts from the government and governance. If people are not, you don't provide for people, you don't provide means of livelihood, people have no job, there is no authority, there is no welfare system, and you are telling them they must not commit any crime. Just live with it, deal with it, die with it. Not everybody can die with it. Not everybody will live with it. Some people will still commit some crime. Some people, that is why we have kidnappers, ritualists everywhere. You are fighting millions for your pockets and voting 30,000 naira monthly for people. If many people cannot get this 30,000, I see people earning 12,000. Who is fighting for them? 15,000 naira. Yes, and many have no job. You see, it is how immoral it is. The local government chairman, any more than professor that is cracking his brain to develop vaccine in the lab, it's not done anywhere. That is immorality. You see, people have rights to their hand in governance cover.